Hi, my name is Greg Lawson. I'm a San Antonio realtor. And today we're going to talk about how you choose a real estate agent. I used several agents in my personal life before becoming one to sell and buy homes over the years. And I've had a couple of pretty good agents, but I've had many agents that weren't very good. And a bad agent will cost you both time and money. So the purpose of this video is to help you avoid that situation. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a veteran of the United States Air Force. Very proud to have served during Desert Storm. I was with the 3rd Combat Communications Group out of Tinker Air Force Base in Oklahoma. I am a man of faith. I attend church at the Community Bible Church here in San Antonio. I'm the father of three boys. But anyway, enough about me. Let's get to the point here. How do you choose a real estate agent? It's very tough because if you're going to put your house on the market or you're trying to buy a house, there are tons of agents. They all want your business. So how do you know which one is going to get the job done? Well, I think first of all you want to choose someone that kind of meshes with your personality. I think that's kind of important. You know, if you're a very social person and you kind of like to visit and talk with a person when you're working with someone, get to know them, then you're going to want an agent that is comfortable with that, and someone who is also very social. And I think most agents probably are. You know, they don't get in this business because they don't like to socialize or be around people. But some people are just the opposite. Sometimes you just want someone who's going to do the job for you. And you don't want a lot of chit chat, and you don't really want to socialize. You know, that may be your personality, and then you want someone who is able to do that as well. So that's important. You can spend a lot of time with your agent, especially if you're looking for a house, because you're driving around with them all over the city, you know. So get someone that will fit your personality. I'm very proud to say that, you know, I think I'm a pretty friendly guy and pretty social guy, but I can also be just, you know, strictly business if I have a client that is, you know, has that type of personality. And, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm here to do a job, and I'm well aware that I'm here to do a job. I'm not necessarily here to be a client's friend, you know, especially if they're not looking for that. You want someone who's going to be dedicated to your needs. And I say this because a lot of agents will use as a selling feature how many listings they have. I've got 50 listings, 100 listings, you know, and that may sound good on the surface, like, wow, this person's really popular or whatever. But if they have that many listings, are they really going to be able to devote the amount of attention that you require for your home? Are they really giving that personal service to each and every one of those? I don't know. I don't think it's possible when you get so many listings. So you want someone that has some experience but a manageable amount of clientele to be able to give you personal service. You want someone who's going to do what they say. So this is something you want to hold your agent to. You know, a lot of times during a presentation, agents will promise you the world. I had an agent promise me so much that I hired him hands down because I thought, wow, this guy's going to be great. He's going to do all of these things. He was going to stage our house for us free of charge, and you know, even landscape some things if necessary, if the house didn't sell in a certain amount of time, to do, you know, just to make the house have more curb appeal. And you know, he had a whole list of things that he would do, and I thought, wow, if this guy can't sell his house, then no one can. Well, the problem is he didn't do any of the things that he said he was going to do. He didn't return phone calls, and that's very important. You want someone that's going to communicate with you, and that was one of the things I learned. That's very important that I bring to my career, you know, that I learned from my personal life when I had agents working for me. You want someone that's going to communicate with you. You want to know what they're doing for you. A lot of agents will list your house and forget it. They put it on the MLS and they're done. They just sit back and wait for it to sell, hopefully, and another agent will bring a buyer eventually, and then they'll come in and collect their commission, and boy, they didn't do much of anything at all. So you don't want that kind of agent. You want an agent who's going to communicate with you regularly and let you know what he's doing to try and get your house sold. The market will determine, when the house sells, the condition of the home, the price of the home. There are a lot of factors that determine how quickly your home will sell, and the agent should communicate those things with you up front also, but most of all, he should be communicating with you throughout the process to let you know what he's doing for you. You want someone who's knowledgeable of the local market, and that takes time. You have to study the market. You have to stay abreast of what's going on in the market, and I'm very proud to say that I do that. I take my career very seriously. You want someone who's familiar with things like the area schools. If you look on my website, greglawsonrealtor.com, I have a page just for schools, and it has the ratings of the schools. It has the breakdown of the schools in many categories. You can learn a lot about the school. It has their rankings. Communities. You want someone who's familiar with the communities, that can recommend a good community for you, something that's going to be a good fit. Someone who knows if this is an older established community or if it's a new development. Once I know what you're looking for, I can definitely point you in the right direction, and that's important. And someone who's familiar with technology. In this day and age, anyone who's not up on technology is behind. And technology is very important. We have tools at our disposal that can be very helpful in getting the job done. And if a person is not comfortable with technology, then they're probably not going to be familiar with those tools, and they're probably not going to do the best job. So that's important also. For example, we have something on our MLS that it's called reverse prospecting. And I've talked with older agents who've been in real estate a lot longer than I have, about that, and they said, don't use it, don't use that. Reverse prospecting will allow other agents to steal your clients. And after kind of checking on it myself, it doesn't do that at all. But it's a technology, and it allows, what it does allow you to do is if someone searches your property, another agent, say he emails it to his client, it gives you a record of that, and then you can follow up with that agent. Maybe they didn't come to see the property. You can contact that agent and say, hey, tell them about the property, and say, yeah, you really want to bring your client out to see this property. Things like that is what it allows. It allows you to contact the agent who represents the client. It doesn't allow you to contact the client. So it doesn't allow people to steal properties, but it's a valuable tool that I use quite a bit. And communication. Again, I think I mentioned that you just want someone who's going to communicate with you and let you know what they're doing for you. And those are some of the most important things you want in finding an agent. So thank you very much for watching my video. I will be putting others very soon, and so please come back. Again, my website is Greg Lawson, GREGLAWSON, Realtor, REALTOR.com, GregLawsonRealtor.com, and thank you very much.